round. Ladies and gents, here we go. APEKS gonna be kicking it with the CT side. Is there a kit on APEKS? That's a better question, and I would love to see a kit. Yes, of course there will be. Whilst on the side of Mad Lions, we've got 2 smokes, a Molotov, and actually 2 flashbangs. Interesting decision. And let's see where this leads us to, as the pistol kicks it off.
Yeah, Mad Lions already making a quick move over towards the A-bomb site, in towards ramp. APEKS, they don't really want to take a too early push into it. Actually quite easily taking their time, not sure where this one's going to go. Gruz, though, in a great position here already, might just be able to spot things out, is going to go immediately for the damage onto Asilian, however. Suj does grab that kill immediately, fake rotation over towards the B-bomb site, and then all the way back for the long run over towards a ramp. It seems like APEKS have already smelled this fake, though. As still, Truth is keeping an eye on. So is Marcelius.
Very slow by Mad Lions. I respect the hustle here. I like that they've decided against just pushing onto a site, hoping to gain entry by force. Here comes the utility, here comes the commitment. Molotov going to be flying into the back lines of the site itself, or at least should be. Yep, there it is. So we begin the execution here of the B site itself, as Dennis has to hold through MBK. There will be one more close range, and that is, of course, APEKS, but the rest of the team is still too far for the close rotation. Innocent, a double. Innocent, a triple, as he saves the day single-handedly, pulls it into the clutches of Mad Lions, and in their paws, in their claws, it will remain. 1-0 as the pistol goes the way for the Danes.
And a good job there as well. In the end, they play it out perfectly there. Quick back and forth, but in the end, the B bomb site is going to be the bomb site to go. And a good start. Nice look at the bets, brought to you by LootBet, of course. 1.59 in favor of Mad Lions isn't exactly a clear rule for either side here. Even the bookmakers are keeping it very, very close. We'll have to take a look at how and which way APEKS go into this round. Already pushing a little bit aggressively here is Gruz for sure. Nade not going to be phasing him too much just yet, as he is still going to remain in that aggressive position. Deagle out and could get into things soon. But now already falling back, and the A-bomb site is going to be vulnerable here.
A little bit. Definitely having a tiny few holes in the defense. If so, APEKS decide to fail in their in their supporting each other, if you know what I mean by that. Basically working off of each other instead of going in one by one. But a bit of team damage. Asilian will be taken out. Truth is going to help him with that. As Aqua takes down one, it's Innocent to chime in on. As Roy pretty much clears out the space towards Ivy, towards short, and that shall be the end here. As APEKS now last man standing, finds a frag though. Is able to drop Innocent. Perhaps a second. Yes, he drops the second AK. What in the world has just transpired? How is this possible? Mad Lions, they had what, 3 AKs? They lose 2 of them. That is definitely a bit concerning.
Yeah, in the end, they do still pick up the round, but it is really, really expensive. And even at the MAC-10 at the end of the day, isn't able to be collected there for another rifle. Does surprise me at the end of the day. Still 2-0. But we do already see the damage. 3 players on SMGs. On the side of Mad Lions is, of course, APEKS. Only a couple of pistols to work with. So this should still be pretty one-sided. But even pistols like the P250 can be very, very dangerous against a rifle on those close range angles. Right now, though, they're doing the exact right thing for the moment, keeping those SMGs at their first point of contact. Suj actually finds a first kill on the AK. Now, though, a 3-0 seems inevitable. However, they do have to grab the kills first, and Truth still in a decent position. Does have the support of his teammate in behind as well. Truth is going to be pushing in, does find a little bit of damage, but not the kill exactly. Roy, good job from his side as well, as Dennis and Gruus both still alive, but not much to work with. Good job from Massilian and Roy. They do make great use of their SMGs. Plenty of bonus money there. And they might as well still play at least 2 of those SMGs in this next round to come. Keeping 3 SMGs is definitely running a risk, though. And a risk that I wouldn't like to bet on just yet. As the AWP comes out and an AK comes into the mix once more.
Yeah, I have to concur. I would not prefer to keep them on the AKs. Oh, excuse me, on the SMGs. Would rather see them on the AKs. What I meant. And the only thing that really they have going for themselves with the fact that they have SMGs is the utility disparity. But the difference between themselves and APEKS is the fact that they can utilize those Molotovs and smokes much better. Have many more of them to give them an advantage. Oh, I love that little boost that you watch down when you jump up in a crouch motion. You don't get spotted with your top head. Here comes the pop flash and Shush. Just like that, Shush finds himself one. The second as well. He is a monster as he clears out the B side. Dennis is going to be smoked off. Counter flashes in, tries to get a little bit of room. Perhaps gets a frag if he can, but this is going to be a dangerous spot for him to take. He definitely has to take care of himself before long. And no, he's going to keep on peeking. Akor will punish that. And all of a sudden, APEKS need to fall away. They don't have a... Well, I say they don't have a way back
coming
into
in
it.
from behind, and all of a sudden, this thing could all turn around. Truth now finding the kill on Roy. All of a sudden, it's back to a 2-on-2. Bomb not planted just yet. 30 seconds on the clock, as now Truth is going to be pushing in as well. Innocent needs kills in quick succession here, as he is also in behind. Truth to drop, and now all coming back to Gruus. He can get the bomb down, trying to isolate him here. 18 seconds on the clock, though. Headshot coming out, and miss exactly why Innocent is in this Mad Lions roster.
Crazy good player. As I said in the pre-game of the last best of 1 series, coming out from XCOM, coming out from Illuminar, being under the leadership and tutelage of Oskarish and the likes. He definitely has a lot of experience now gathered under his belt, under his wing. And having to deal with a monster of his stature, you definitely have to come out with guns blazing. Full eco. APEKS in trouble as Mad Lions seemingly open up this series with a huge big bang. This looks like it's going to be 5-0 before long. And I got to be honest with you, my friend. I did not expect Mad Lions to have such a distinct advantage being built this early on. Despite winning the pistol, despite looking solid at the end of Train there against Gamer Legion.
Yeah, and right now already Mad Lions yet again setting things up to be a little bit safer over towards the B-bomb site. Dennis surely still trying to be a thorn in their side as Suj now pulling up already. Easy spray down for him. The last 2 players, their positions already known, but Truth finds a nice headshot. All going to be down to AKES though. But he already had a decent run earlier. Not going to be the case here though. Falls on the Deagle, and it's going to come down to 4 players surviving. 5-0 here for Mad Lions. And a decent way for them to also control a little bit more of the money on the T side. As APEKS now full investment on their side. I mean, they do have plenty of utility, although Marsilius is going to be a little bit dry, only left on the AWP alongside that little bit of body armor, but at least he has the armor to work with and isn't exactly glass cannon. However, if Mad Lions make it 6, then that would be a huge surprise here in Vertigo, and might be the reason why they even let it go through in the veto.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a ace card that they are holding in their hand currently, and it looks like it. It definitely wouldn't come out as too big of a surprise if they've practiced hard and prepared this exact map to counter the likes of APEKS and such. Let's find out what's the case. Gruus, Dennis, Truth, all peeking out. Perfect. So far, so good. As Shush and Akor are left. Oof. Close call. Doesn't matter. APEKS should be picking up their first here, without doubt now. A 4-on-2. But the little utility that they have left. Should be enough.
And right now, still, of course, round not over just yet, even though Akor is down to just 4 HP. 20 seconds still on the clock. Suj now finds a very important headshot. Truth now in a great position, no. Surely not going to be challenged here. It's actually Suj. Both players meeting up. Surely one has to notice that they're not moving forward. Akor up in a 1v2 now. The impossible situation with only 5 seconds on the clock is going to be able to get the AWP out of sight and out of mind. Holding onto it on only 4 HP. Good job for himself. But at the end of the day, still first round for APEKS. And a decent buy also coming into it from Mad Lions. Coming up here now as well. The round not exactly over in favor of APEKS just yet, as they still want to make a move here.
They're going to be taking mid control again. Grust is going to take this a little bit more wildly, and he's about to get the drop on Innocent. Perfect pop flash. Beautiful stuff. Good combo. And finally, APEKS is taking control in their hands. Taking matters in their own hands. Of course.
Roy.
It wouldn't be
Great
Roy if it
headshot.
wouldn't be this, right?
Yeah. Still though, Truth straight back into the mix. However, Cillian surely going to be dangerous here. Good job from him and Akor. Where does this go now? And of course, well, Mad Lions surely to grab a 6th here. If nobody just shows up massively. Good job on the AWP. Is this going to be Mad Lions just running away with it? Sure seems like it at the moment.
Yeah, it will be. Bit anticlimactic there, Akez. I'm not even sure why he attempted that. It's a 1-on-3, right? You're retaking A. You've got a limited position to work from. They already know where you're coming from. Yeah, it's questionable decisions, but 6-1, and this is the worst potential outcome for APEKS they could have ever hoped for. First of all, not only did they lose their loss bonus, but they have to revert back to pistols and Kevlar, and once again find themselves on the verge of being put in their graves early. As it looks like it is gonna go to the 7th here.
Yeah, right now, still though, a Cillian, good job to open things up. APEKS not exactly invested too much in this one. Of course, they do want to get onto rifles themselves as soon as possible. As you already said, a 7th surely inevitable here. Right now, who knows? Maybe one of those Deagles still going to be in for a good surprise here. As Mad Lions, I love them taking their time and not overestimating their own strengths just yet.
Well, Mad Lions have already once before experienced the pain of Deagles today. I hope that they won't forget what can happen if you disrespect them again. Marcelius and Dennis. Truth still gets the drop on Cillian. How is this humanly possible? Nakaz and Marcelius, 2v2. They've got Deagles to work with and certainly can pull it off.
Yeah, and right now, nobody has Akaz on their radar. He's just pushing up. Nobody's checked it just yet. Nice timing here as Roy falls. And now it's all going to be down to Innocent. He's certainly pulled these things off before. As a decent reposition here from his side as well. Does surprise me that there's no rifle involved for Akaz. Still, Bomb has been tapped. Marcelius not exactly in the full defuse just yet. Still checking. As the time is running out and no full defuse just yet. Innocent going into check. Still though, the time is gone. And it's gonna be a 7th round, but Marcelius at least able to hold on to the op. Important for him because they would have been able to actually buy it up as well, but rather have a little bit of extra cash on the CT side. Still though, 1-7 is a stark storyline thus far, but Mad Lions not exactly out of it when it comes down to the economy just yet.
Whew, this is a little bit problematic. Speaking of what is not problematic, by the way, Hellcase, boys, go check it out. Malta V15. You can get the extra deposit bonus if you sign up on Hellcase today. Remember, with the Malta V15 code. But speaking of the code, it seems like APEKS is definitely punching in the numbers, punching in the keys, strokes, but so far no cigar, no luck. Utility is not on their side, and likewise is the score. And another B hit by the looks of it, coming out from the Danes.
We'll see how that actually comes through. Right now, APEKS still in a decent position there for his team as well. Suj kind of yet again the first person to move out right now. APEKS does get caught off still. Dennis only finds one. Asilian to trade things back. As now Groose still over towards bomb site. In behind is going to be Truth. He always comes in and always finds a couple. As the round falls from there. APEKS grab that round to make it 7-2. And Mad Lions now also going to be left without money. Yeah, Innocent still has a little bit left over. They could be buying up a couple of pistols. But not really worth it to fully invest. Good job here from Truth. 2 quick and easy headshots as Groose also comes in.
I'm a bit surprised that Mad Lions are disoblivious to their flank. It's not the first time, and probably not going to be the last time likewise, that they are having to deal with a flank and actually not responding to it. But this time it's a A-rush, complete A-rush. They're going to go straight for it. Truth finds one, Marcelius the second, and Gruss holds the line through Ivy, which is more than enough to close out the round with success. The third on the board as APEKS are able to pick up the pace and a little bit of the slack. Should be fourth as well, as Mad Lions now forced onto an eco themselves. This has taken a bit of a wild turn. APEKS desperately needed this kind of a victory, and it seems to me that fate might be swinging their way a little bit more now. Given that they have, what, 84% win ratio, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. I think they themselves are a little bit surprised of Mad Lions. Surely, though, Mad Lions, they're hot. They just had a great series. And with that, though, APEKS themselves, a very one-sided series, and then had a chance just to kind of chill for a little bit. And maybe that's the issue. Mad Lions just had like a 15-minute calm-down phase, then jumped straight into the next match, and they were hot straight off the bat. APEKS, on the other hand, they were waiting for like the past 45 minutes. So with that, they had a lot longer to cool down and also think about what we're actually going to do. And then surely didn't expect Mad Lions to be this strong on Vertigo. Still though, it's not quite over just yet, and a second half still going to make a lot of a difference. But nice to see that APEKS at least coming back a little bit stronger into this one already. But I'm just looking forward to that next rifle round, because I think that's going to be all deciding which way this one's going to go. Innocent actually grabs one.
Marcelius?
He has so much time.
Yeah. He buys enough time with the CZ, and actually not just buys enough time, but likewise stops the push long enough for the rest of the teammates to come around and save his buttocks. 4-7. And it is going to be Mad Lions with a rebuy. This time they on the verge of being thrown into the pit again. Economy not looking too good. But they do have a full buy, which is at least going to give them some sort of control. Some sort of potential for victory, at least. Let's find out where this goes. Ladies and gents, this is currently a chance for Mad Lions to still keep the lead and deepen it even further. I mean, by all accounts, this could end up being still 11-2-4 for Mad Lions.
Yeah, but now they really, really need a couple of strong rounds if they actually want to make that happen, because it seems like APEKS are looking strong, and APEKS does underline that, at least for one kill. Still, though, Akko and Innocent in decent positions here already. And Innocent is going to be pushed up even further. Nice kill, and does grab the info on where the last two players are. Does actually still take Gross with him. It's all going to be down to Truth. Now in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, he realizes that the truth of the matter is that he has to get the hell out of there. He has no business seeking kills or seeking victory or glory. The best case scenario here for him is to save up, drop the op to one of his teammates next, preferably, of course, in this case, Dennis. I'm not sure if Dennis is still the opper. He was the opper not long ago, last time I casted them, but maybe they switched it out a little bit. Could be wrong on that part.
I think earlier it was Marcelius to actually pick it up, and he does grab it here as well. Dennis does grab a secondary though as well. We're actually going to be running 2 ops, which that really interesting. I have no idea how Innocent actually got that kill. Was it the player that he was aiming for, or did he just spray and somehow connect onto the head of one of those 2 players? I have no idea. Either way, he grabs the kill and makes it a very winnable round for his team. 8-4 now, as we said, lead already secured going towards halftime. But Suj as well, grabbing that first one onto APEKS. And yet again, looks like they seem to be wanting to go over towards the B bomb site as Asilian comes around and stays around as well. 5v3. Quite aggressive hold here already for Mad Lions. They don't really seem like the Mad Lions, they just seem like hungry lions at the moment, the way that A-Corp is trying to go hunting.
Well, I mean, they're always hungry. It's just about how much are they ready to sacrifice for their potential success. So far, they seem to be pretty keen on putting everything on the line. I'm not fond of how they're going about doing business. Yeah, Akkad is broken in half when it comes to economy. But 9-4. The success is evident, and it's starting to get better and better with each passing moment. APEKS will reinvest, of course, no doubt there. With the op in the hands of Dennis. The rest with rifles. They're still a pretty damn scary opponent to go up against. Let's see how this goes. It is 9-4, ladies and gents. Mad Lions. They seem to show no signs of stopping in their progression.
Yeah, and right now I do just see APEKS trying to go a little bit more aggressive, trying to make a difference here, but it's not working out for them. Asilian grabbing that first one. They were actually also pretty aggressive over towards the B-bomb site, where Suj is still keeping an eye on. But at least for now, control over the A-bomb site seems pretty clear. Suj links back up with the rest of his team. Roy pushing in, great flashbang support there also from Asilian. Roy, beautiful 3K as the round turns around, and it is only going to be Truth. Well, he knows one truth, and that is that his defense, his team's defense, has all but fallen apart here. Double digits stacking up for Mad Lions as they dominate the T side for now in a 1-on-4. Trying to just hang on to this rifle. Of course, no need to rush everybody in, but nice to at least also get that last rifle out of play.
They get rid of Truth's rifle. This is pretty much a perfect setting for the last round for Mad Lions, as you said. And right now, oh, beautiful bait. Asilian with the style. You know what really kind of worries me the most here for APEKS is the fact that they're on the CT side. They're having to deal with Mad Lions' T side. a side that is perhaps not as well oiled as it otherwise could have been. And once we switch to halves, Mad Lions, we've seen them on train. They looked so much better, so much more complete on CT. Really begs the question, is APEKS ready for what is to come? But it is the last round nonetheless. Let's see if they're ready for what is to come here. Can they prevent the 11-4, or will it be the end of days here for their first map?
Yeah, 4 FAMASas coming out, and MP9 alongside that for APEKS. Yeah, at the moment, though, I don't know with these FAMASas. Not really the biggest fan of it. Sometimes I'd rather have another SMG and a little bit more utility to work with. Right now, they're quite aggressive, and Roy and Suj are doing a good job just to shut them down. 2 more players alive. Truth still around, but not for long, as Innocent comes around to shut him down as well. All going to be down to APEKS. Very reminiscent of that second round here in the game, but it's going to be 11-4 at halftime. And one thing that definitely speaks wonders for Mad Lions is that they've woken up since that first best of 1, and everybody has kind of started to show up on their side here, getting off to a good start on the T side. Almost everybody double digits apart from Asilian, but even he has shown up in some critical rounds. And look at this now from Lupet. 1.09 the win rates, favoring Mad Lions as APEKS. Well, if you still believe in them, it might be the best time to get back into the game now. With a 6.2, well, doesn't get much better than that, but it's a long way to come back from, and they need to grab this pistol to really make it possible.
Oh, well, it's going to kick off with Akor finding one, pulls away just in the nick of time as Asilian comes in for a double. Roy comes in to support as well. And that is going to be
all over from there.
Exactly, that was a brutal round as APEKS get absolutely shunted away on the planet, on the ramp. And yeah, from planet Earth, they go to Mars, and well, they're not coming back. Second pistol goes to Mad Lions as well. This is... yeah, this is not looking too good anymore for APEKS. I'll say as much, my dude.
I'm pretty sure that this is, yeah, pretty much sums it up for APEKS here. You have no idea what they're still going to bring to the table that can still make a difference. Now they're pretty much down and out. They're down to a couple of Glocks up against the Mad Lions that is very, very confident. They only bring 3 MP9s to the table as well. Could have brought out many rifles here as well. But they do decide to be mobile, be around with those SMGs, try to rack up that money on the CT side. And that is exactly the right call here straight off the bat. It's going to be interesting to see what happens once APEKS in the next round have those rifles, especially as Suj. I mean, right now, the MP9, not exactly the best weapon to bang through those stairs. Still, though, it is going to be Akor and Asilian to grab the first 2 kills as Mad Lions continue to dominate this T side of APEKS. And right now, Suj comes into the mix of it, grabs 2-3 at the end of the round, up against a couple of Glocks. But I mean, there you go. 13-4 rifles now to come for our T side of APEKS.
This is... I mean, when we look at this game from a wider perspective, it's simply Mad Lions basically showing what they can do and what they're capable of doing when they play on a map that statistically shouldn't be theirs 1%, but it is theirs fully. And what happens when they practice the map? Well, this is what happens. And if they didn't practice it, then they are somehow just hitting the luckiest of notes, or somehow I don't even know. Definitely just next level performance here. And APEKS is getting outplayed, outgunned, and simply put outsmarted in all accounts.
I mean, at the same time, one thing also that comes into effect for Mad Lions that might have also been overlooked by APEKS is the fact that, of course, Mad Lions just 4 days ago beat Mousesport 16-5 on Vertigo as well, and also were able to beat Endpoint at DreamHack Open Summer 16-0 on Vertigo as well. So also very dominant sides there, a stronger CT side as we've kind of continued to see for themselves as well. But Mad Lions looking to get that 100% win rate confirmed on AHL TV there as well. And this could then move to a 2-0 for Mad Lions, depending on how they get their start on that second map. On Mirage, of course, that surely is going to be a lot of puggy CS, but look at this positioning here from Akor. He doesn't end up actually grabbing the kill immediately. It does fall to Truth. But that would have been great if he would have worked his way back into it. Still 13-5, 1 round down to make their comeback happen.
I mean, it's just the 1 round, though. I'm not believing it until I'm seeing it, and seeing is believing, as they say. And in this case, Mad Lions, they're gonna play it smart. I love what they're doing here. They could have easily gone for a reinvestment. It wouldn't be perfect, yes, but they could have gone for something of the like nonetheless. And they decide for a pistol buy-up, a bit of an upgraded round overall. And they're going to try and give hell to APEKS. They know they have the advantage. They know they have the upper hand. They do not need to put themselves out there and risk the entirety of their advantage just so they can feel better about themselves. And in this case, APEKS, they're afraid. You can tell how calmly they're going about this. They are feeling a little bit of fear and respect towards Mad Lions, and with good reason, of course. They know how strong the Deagles can be.
Yeah, and right now, still though, Grusenakas, everybody coming up in good fashion here. Roy's still alive. What is he gonna do over towards the A-bomb site? Yeah, nice chance with the Deagles at the end of the day, though. We're gonna see a Mad Lions that, well, not gonna be able to run away with it just yet. APEKS coming back for 1 further. At least make it 6 on the scoreboard. Still though, Roy at least grabbing 1 more kill. And who knows, maybe even a second just to make it a little bit more expensive for the T's. Not gonna happen though, as they win the round quite comfortably. And Mad Lions, they need like 2 rounds in a row. Then not only are they at a map point, but also they have a broken APEKS on the other side potentially. Well, of course, Dennis and Marsilius still have plenty of money alongside Truth and Akas, so yeah, even if it goes to 16 from this point onward, APEKS at least gonna have the money available to buy every single round and keep them under pressure. So at least with this one, rifles and also the op to come out from Mad Lions.
Well, it is the first real test of metal here with Aker on the op. We'll see how APEKS are able to handle themselves. The nade didn't do half as much as I thought. But I love this from Innocent, taking a very advanced position. Looking to be a little bit more aggressive. They can relocate a 3rd player towards B, towards mid. Safety in numbers is what they say. And is this does feel like a B commitment though, because there's a few players that just went up. No, never mind. I thought they went up, now they went lower towards A ramp. Never mind, it's an A commitment. Yes, it will be an A commitment. Aker holding the line, finding the first. The angle here for Innocent is perfect. Finds the second as well. The bomb gonna be lost as APEKS have to deal with this mess pronto. 36 seconds. Dennis knows that he goes out of the corner. He's about to be snuffed out like a candle flame, and Truth is trying to get himself into flank position. He's going to be able to get the 1. That's Sicilian. Unfortunately, losing Dennis is going to be the final nail here. This is 14-6. APEKS, their chances are gone. And likewise, the Truthsayer is gone. This should be a rebuy. They have the money for it. But Mad Lions are keeping a distance, and they're keeping it double.
Yeah, and that's the point now. If they do make it to a map point, then a 1-0 surely imminent here as well for Mad Lions. Really, really interesting game, the way that's unfolded. Not exactly to our expectation, but Mad Lions, well, proving everybody wrong, that Vertigo is surely their map pick to grab. As Suj grabs that first headshot onto Dennis already. Looking for another. As Gross at least trying to return the favor. Marsilius does find one onto Roy. And actually grabs a second one here as well as Innocent falls. And it's all turned back around. However, Suj still keeping the B bomb site under lock. And I'm not sure why they're going so aggressive over towards the A bomb site here. Mad Lions giving a lot away to the likes of APEKS here. important, though, from Suj to bring it back to a 2-on-2. And where do you go from this now? As you've had successes towards both bomb sites. Marcelius now to find a third in the round on the op. But his teammate out towards mid. And Suj might just be able to bring it back, but he doesn't. Good job there from Marcelius. I would have thought that maybe Suj can isolate these into 2 separate battles. But it is going to be a 7th. And not exactly looking bad here.
Not... I mean, it's halfway there, right? It's not the worst possible outcome, given that, as you said, Mad Lions can't really afford the full buy. But then again, when you think about it, it's a long way to the top yet. In APEKS, there can't really be too many mistakes. Honestly, there's just 1 or 2 mistakes. And we're about to find out if this one of the 2 mistakes is here, as Roy finds the first. A little bit of damage, a little bit of tag up. They need to be careful. Akor finds Truth. Roy finds the second. Oh my god, again, we're seeing this. We're having this experience once more as the pistols are finding purchase and control. It is going to be Dennis, though, that saves the day, perhaps. And it just might be enough. Akor, a 1-on-2. Deagle in hand. Can't conclude it.
Yeah, still though, I mean, they find 3 great kills and almost make the last 2 happen as well. And that's also going to be a strong show of force here. Mad Lions to buy into this in this next round to come, but it is going to be their tactical timeout. I'm surprised that we didn't see any earlier by the likes of APEKS. Now though, 14-8. And over. I'm not sure where this one's going to go, as right now, I mean, APEKS might just be coming back into this in the nick of time. But Mad Lions surely showed their dominance early on.
I mean, even in pistols, they are controlling the rounds pretty well. And that should be telltale signs of what is to come. We do have the op on Akor. We do have the op on Marcelius. Can APEKS make it happen, though? Can APEKS keep the lead, or can they keep the momentum and the shift in their hands long enough for them to win the rounds and the game? We're about to find out. Grus finds 1. It's Innocent that keeps it close, though. And a refrag gives them the control they needed. Mad Lions back on track, 4v4. With A site being under attack, there is a dead given set of scenarios they have to hold on. But what is this? Truth and Dennis, they're on the other side of the map. The bomb already on A site. What is going on here? APEKS, have you completely lost control of your own players here? How are 2 players pushing up ramp with the bomb included, yet the 2 players that remain on the other hand are making their move towards the other side? This should not be happening. This should never be the case. And well, it is, and it is the end. Asilian closes it out. And you asked that you said that you're afraid what might happen if you're unsure. Well, you can be sure in the lines in this case.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, I'm still here shaking my head from that round, because in the end, APEKS, they were doing everything so well. They were able to grab an opener also towards ramp, but from that point onwards, everything just kind of fell apart. And the support from mid and the B bomb site was just there. I mean, they were trying to support their team, but they were just over there for far too long. APEKS now finally calling a tactical themselves here with the timeout. But surely this is just too late. Truth Grus only going to have a couple of pistols. Could still force up to like 1 further SMG or even a scout if you want to. But what good is a scout going to do in a round like this, where you have to be on your feet, where you have to be fast-paced? And Grus spends the last bit of cash that he does have. But I'm not sure that I don't think he had armor before that, so it is only going to be a Deagle alongside a helmet, body armor kit, and yeah, fully forced down into it. 2 Galils, 3 Deagles, with a limited amount of utility on a T side here in Vertigo. Surely not speaking words here for APEKS, as right now Mad Lions are just taking their time. Akor grabs that first one. and falls back immediately after grabbing that first kill as well. 2 rifles already known over towards ramp. Good kill there from Arcelius.
Good start, yeah.
At least bring it back to a 4-on-4. Very aggressive though here as well from Acor. And for the whole side of Mad Lions here.
That's a problem now. Tyler, this is not looking good. Mad Lions, they've got ultimate control. Not only do they have short, which is one of the more vital angles of approach for the ace side, they also have pretty much all the cards in their hands. Asilian finds Grus, and by the time the rest of the APEKS can respond, Roy is watching the smoke. And of course, Dennis, 1v3, he can't make it happen. 16-8 final score. We are moving on to our second map, Mirage. Mad Lions secure a victory that neither of us thought possible, at least not statistically, yet they do it nonetheless. And we'll be back into our second map soon.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best tickle fights I've been to.
Welcome back to Malta Vibes. Welcome back to our best of three series, the winners match here between Mad Lions and, of course, none other than who else but Game Legion. Never mind, APEKS. Tyler, I caught myself there. Yes. In any case, we just saw Vertigo being a bit of a failure there for APEKS. I want your quick thoughts on this, Tyler. Come on, give it to me.
Well, I mean, the quick thoughts are pretty much what I got into during the match as well. It is just kind of the guys from Mad Lions underlining their 100% win streak. I guess now in competition as well. They've played 3 maps of it now. They've won all of them. Of course, up against an endpoint that doesn't really play it, up against a mouse sports that never plays it. Maybe played like twice in the past 2 months and absolutely lost it up against Mad Lions. APEKS, a side that's actually pretty strong on it. However, Mad Lions also showed up. So they've definitely shown out that they can play it. I am looking forward to Mirage, though, because it's not a standout map for either of these two teams. And I think you confirmed that as well. It is pretty much going to be up to who has the better form. And I feel like that might be Mad Lions.
I actually completely agree with you, as we kind of insinuated already in the pregame. Mad Lions seemingly finding a lot more room to work with, even in dire situations, right? I think Akor, the highlight of Train in that best of one, his 1-on-3 clutches and such, bringing about definitely a few beautiful highlights for him. And then obviously you have Roy that's performing above and beyond expectations, and the rest of the team, as we can see, as soon as they get the engine going, if we can say so, it seems that there's no issue for them to find quick endings and quick victories. So again, yeah, Mirage, it does feel like it's going to be more to who has the better performance or who's going to start off better, but it is definitely tilting the way of Mad Lions. And I have to just say that it feels like this is going to go 2-0. They've chosen Mirage for a reason. It's not exactly amongst their best maps, but it is amongst a map that they've played it multiple times already. And I'm just eager to see how it goes down here.
Yeah, it's also a point that, of course, APEKS, for them, they have a 21% win rate on Mirage, a map that is really, really puggy. All you have to do is have your defaults down and have kind of a basic hold on the CT side, and you're generally fine on a map like Mirage. Like, you can get into a pug, and it always works out for you. Mad Lions, they themselves, I don't think that their playstyle is even bigger than just a pug playstyle. At the same time, APEKS, of the last 6 times that they've played Mirage, they've lost it. Some of those times in very close fashion, going all the way to overtime, and sometimes as clean as 16-6 up against Skade just last week. So, well, I think it's going to be really difficult to call, but of course, we've already said it, Mad Lions looking for 2-0, and that would be a welcome situation for them as well. Let's jump into Mirage and see where this is going to go. Let's jump into an knife round that, of course, on Mirage by now doesn't really mean all too much anymore as it used to, where it used to always be that map that was kind of, well, you might as well just try to start on the CT side and bang out from there. Right now, you have a lot of potential to control the game starting on the T side as well.
And as we can see, the knife is definitely going to be quite an important one here. You know, Mirage, it's a little bit of always of a coin flip as to who takes the lead, who has the better chance of winning. But in this case, APEKS will be the ones to start on the T side, most likely. Mad Lions, they're the ones that take it. And yes, here comes the switch, here comes the commitment. The pistol is about to begin. Mad Lions, I gotta say, they surprised me a little bit on Vertigo with their pistols. The first one was a bit more wonky, but the second one was very clear and direct. They were able to halt the push through ramp A for APEKS, and they never really let go of anybody but a single player. And Mad Lions, they seem to be on point when it comes down to their performance. Don't be fazed by this. Let's see where Mirage goes. Ladies and gents, it is our first pistol, our second map, and the winner's match here. Who can take it into the playoffs already to begin with?
Yeah, and let's see where this one's going to go. APEKS starting on the T side already, putting a little bit of pace over towards ramp, but also in towards middle, where right now, Akor actually is going to have a great call there to already give his team, okay, well, there is certainly something happening over towards the A-bomb site, but definitely also 2 guys pushing up mid already, and he is going to call them jumping through connector and up towards stairs right now. Both players kind of stuck face to face. And at the end of it, still kills going the way of Mad Lions for now, as Acre also comes into the mix. Perfect situation. Bomb's still going to go down for APEKS, as now a 3-on-1 situation. And all three players here coming in from the same direction. And a Glock might just be the weapon to do it. But Roy grabs the headshot. Mad Lions yet again have the favors of the bookmakers here from LootBet, as they do also grab the pistol.
Yeah, exactly so. It's seemingly their day today. And yeah, starting off a little bit slowly on a best of one, of course. And we said it before, it was trained, it was a best of one. Nerves are definitely playing a mind game and such. But it is going to be 1-0 to begin with. Mad Lions looking pristine. And if I recall correctly, it was 7-2 at the start of Vertigo. At one point, it was 8-4, I believe, and then it just kept on going 11-4. So the half itself on Vertigo ended very poorly for APEKS. Can they make it better? Can they switch it out and perhaps find success earlier? They certainly will try. Actually, just the 1 Galil and 2 AKs. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and right now, with the first 25 seconds gone within this round, APEKS yet again trying to work it over towards mid. This time smoke's coming out again. I do love this. In the end, of course, it's not a map that's really favored them in their records. Still though, they're getting those smokes down. They have a decent idea of where to go from this. We're just slightly unlucky in that previous. It seems like Mad Lions still have a decent hold over towards the B-bomb site. Asilian can gather a little bit of the intel still. Bruce and True do grab 2 quick headshots here on the AKs. And a very strong showing in this one here. Is now Acre already trying to fall back. Marcelius has that all in control as he grabs that kill as well. MP9 not gonna stop him here. Roy drops, as all going to be down to Suj. All 5 players surviving. And hello, APEKS. Welcome to Mirage. And this is why I was saying, don't count them out just yet.
Indeed, don't count them out until they're out and about fully, until they're eliminated fully. And in this case, the first round is theirs almost instantaneously. And this is perfect because it does set the stage well for their success, for their potential uprising. This second round, the force buy from Mad Lions is not going to come out with a banger. There won't be any early frags yet. They're playing very patiently themselves. They're taking quite a little bit of time in approaching their defense. This is a B hit. There's 4 players about to defend the B side. I'm gonna shut my eyes and hope for the best, because when you put up a defense like this, there's obviously a chance you could succeed big time. Roy finds 1.
Yeah, still only 1 kill, though. He is going to be coming in from behind, as may be able to collect a rifle here as well. Not just yet, though, as they are holding him at bay. Asilian all by himself in this 1v4. Not going to survive for long. Because of course they were able to do some vital damage, but not enough to actually find those kills. That could have all turned around if they would have actually connected onto Marcelius, Gruus, and AKs, because they were tagged really, really low. 1 more tag and they would have been down. So now though, APEKS do grab a second. Mad Lions need to hold on for 1 more round, as then they could finally get into this one and maybe even make a difference. Interesting one here, as a full stack in towards mid is coming out from Mad Lions. Suj already finding 1. Gonna grab a second one here as well. Bruce, though, good collection of shots here. As still, 3 kills to be found with 0 investment on the side of the CTs.
Not bad.
I love these mid pushes. Just these mid holds where you come out big on the USPs. Really, really expensive the round there as well on the side of APEKS.
Very
Not that they really seem to care.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they're really gonna give too much thought about it. 3-1, as Mad Lions do find themselves on the first actual gun round. Akor on the AWP. He's got a top spawn for window as well, so he's gonna be there just in the nick of time to get the entry if at all possible. Jumping towards Whorehouse, though. This is an angle he could take and actually be a bit of a surprise in, although he's spotted before he can do anything. Roy is blinded, tries to get through connector. Innocent finds one, but he is immediately taken out. Akor plays a dangerous game, still finds success. Drops one, and it's gonna be back to a 3-on-3. APEKS, perfect stuff. Grus in connector. Snaps out on Roy, though. It's still gonna be a 1-on-1 trade as Sjush is taking out Truth, and Grus has been spotted in connector. Sjush, or Sush, damn, quick action. Hard to follow everything at the same moment, but within a span of what, 15 seconds, we literally trade 9 frags, or 8 frags effectively.
Yeah, a lot of situations there going back and forth. At the end of the day, it is going to be Mad Lions coming out on top. But a really, really crazy round. And of course, APEKS, they do have plenty of money still to invest into this one as well. At the end of the day, really, respect down to Innocent, find that first one. Akor as well, the movement within the window to not only find that kill, but then also make it out of dodge. Back in towards, well, short hut there, ladder room, whatever you want to call it. It was a great move there as well. As at the start of this round, yet again, Mad Lions going for a small expedition. 2 players down in towards underground, as Asilian still holding on towards that B bomb site. But look at these two.
Oh,
Bruce, maybe
Roy.
just the timing, but he's gonna get the better off. Roy finds that kill, bomb to be collected. APEKS in the meantime finds the kill on Asilian, and still players active over towards the B apartments. I don't know about this round as Innocent now gets outmoved by APEKS. Does he check back for it? Yes, he does. And the round's still very undecided where this one's going to go. True Dennis both connecting their shots though. And Innocent now to make things back. Somehow finds a crazy headshot here and has to work together with Suj. As the bomb hasn't been planted just yet. Mad Lions can still take their time until the bomb's actually planted.
Well, with Innocent and CT, there's definitely room to make this work, though. Dennis, what a quick reply. Fair enough. That is still gonna work. Shush. 1-on-1, no kit. He's actually gonna retrieve it just now, but Dennis does not expect him to come through CT. Tries to relocate himself, tries to be the surprise party. And unfortunately comes out to be just the party itself. And we can see the...
That's been a reoccurring theme here. Just kind of BMing a little bit, especially on the side of Mad Lions. And come on. Teabagging going on as well. However, it is going to be all tied up at 3. With great movement to come out through CT spawn. However, Dennis was so strong as well to hit his headshots. And he did exactly that as well on map number 1. However, APEKS now tactical for their side as they take the timeout. And I love to see this coming into effect a lot earlier than it did in that first map.
Well, I mean, timeout maybe helps, maybe doesn't. We're about to find out. As far as I can tell, Marcelius did not... did he get the AWP? I didn't spot. I don't think he did. So it's going to be a little bit of a wonky one here for APEKS. Yeah, it doesn't look like he had the op. Let's see. Going to be Akor on the AWP. Feeling it looks like this is going to be a bit of a B push. I'm not against this, but APEKS need to be very smart about how they go about doing it. And APEKS going out first is definitely not a good start. The Molotov says more than 1,000 words, and beyond that, the smokes say even more. And as we can see...
Can we see that right now over towards the A bomb site? Still, Suj isn't exactly sure that it is going to be a B bomb site hit. Roy now could maybe gather the information as he's still in towards window. Grabs one, Molotov down now to reaffirm his position as Dennis going to be taken out. Great job here from Roy as he grabs 3 kills in the round. And surely that's going to decide things here as well. As now Truth still alive to breathe 1 second longer. But Akor to grab that last kill of the round. Hello Mad Lions and hello Roy. to keep it all in lock in towards connector there.
Well, I mean, it works out. Mad Lions to secure the victory, and what you can also secure is the Hellcase code Malta 5 and Malta V and Malta V15 for extra deposit and extra cash on your account on Hellcase. Go check it out now. Speaking of checking it out now, look at Roy. Look at where he's going. He's about to engage through lower, and I'm fairly certain he's going to be checked here. Yes, he will. Does he care? No, he does not. Not one bit, not one itch. And Roy just keeps on going. Fair enough.
These are the plays that they need, though, just to assert dominance here as well. Sure, Marsilius grabs one over towards the A-bomb site, but what is he going to do? All by himself in a 1v4. The rest of his team just got disseminated by an MP9, just to grab a little bit of extra cash here for Roy. At the end of it, sure, Asilian also grabs that last kill. Everything is fine and dandy on the CT side for Mad Lions, as APEKS now reinvesting in towards rifles, and we'll have a really, really good buy coming up. But I mean, yet again, what do you do with this now as the T side not really coming through it just yet? Maybe it hasn't been as one-sided just yet as we expected from that first map. But Mad Lions now yet again pushing aggressively in towards mid. Roy grabbing one, Dennis and Marsilius now finally getting those trades. And I'm not sure that a push like this is the right call to make. But at the end of it, it still kind of works out, and they have the advantage, at least for the moment.
Thing is, they can risk it, right? They know they have the upper hand. They know they have the, you could say, the momentum, and they have the, in a way, confidence. Coming out on top is second there in that regard, and still make it. Asilian, he's already checking top middle, as Innocent is now able to either relocate B or towards A, presumably towards A. Oh, the op of Marcelius, the angle not on towards jungle. He's going to miss his timing, and that will be enough for Asilian to keep on pushing. The flank already being set. And APEKS, they've got time, sure, but they do not know there's already a shark in the water coming right behind them. The blood is being smelled, and both Truth and Marcelius sweating right now. Having to find out the first player is going to be the hardest point. The bomb going to be dropped. That has been heard and now spotted. And there is Asilian, sees the op, and it's like that. With a snap of the finger. 6-3. APEKS is starting to lose control, and quickly.
Yeah, I've been loving this here on the side of Mad Lions, to be honest. Great job here from Asilian also to come back behind, and you mentioned him as one of those contenders to maybe be the MVP. Even though he hasn't really been the biggest fragger in general for his team today, he's really been there when they needed someone to shine in those individual situations. And sure, I mean, Roy has been someone that's been consistent there as well. But surely Asilian showing that he's not one of those players that should just be overlooked. We do kind of lose a couple of words about him every once in a while, and it's surely mounting to become ever so more as the nade comes in nicely. Doesn't do too much damage though, as still A-Court, Roy, everybody coming together to grab a couple of kills here.
Oh, what can I say? It's a team effort in this case, and it's coming out to be a very effective one. Perfect. This is a convincing performance for Mad Lions, as one would believe them to be, or have. Likewise, as we said, for Vertigo, we didn't know what to expect, right? We weren't 100% certain what Mad Lions will throw on the table, but what they threw was more than enough. And here on Mirage, we're looking at the same picture. We're looking at the same kind of setting. Mad Lions yet again taking full control, confident in their pushes, in their aggression. We can see the classic 2-1-2 split. They're not even concerned about middle. They're doing their own thing. Everybody's just playing on their own game. You know, we've got duets set up for this control, and that's it. Sush and Akor are playing together towards A. Roy is playing a little bit of a dangerous Mission Impossible style into under, and Asilian is just having this angle towards B house be a little bit more wide open.
And Roy, time and time again, has pushed in towards underground and has been successful there, especially with his MP9. Right now, though, he could be in a difficult situation because he's been spotted by APEKS, and he does grab that kill as well, but not before Roy himself grabs a kill on towards Dennis. Smoke in towards window. Now Innocent there. Yet again, just grabbing his corner and hanging on to it for now. Zaycourt grabbing one, nade in to follow. Right now, he can just peek individually and grab all those kills. Truth now also coming into it. He grabs himself the kill into Suj. But that's now also a point that they can focus on further. The bomb site open for the taking. Bomb's still down though. And I mean, Innocent and Asilian, all they have to do is just chill and wait for Truth to come into their crosshairs. Does still have a Molotov and a nade. But Asilian gets the better of him, grabbing 2 kills in the round. The ops here for Acor and Asilian being really, really strong. And I mean, the money that the CTs have built up now are going to be really, really difficult, well, for APEKS to come back into this.
I think it's not only, I mean, again, it's not just the money that's going to be a problem. The money is now of secondary importance in my mind. This is more APEKS having to shut down the momentum, shut down the confidence boost that Mad Lions are currently having. And this timeout that APEKS are using for a certain purpose, either be it tactical, either be it just to calm their nerves, they better find a solution and quick, because Mad Lions are going to start running away with the result. They've already pretty much taken this first half for their own. It is Mirage we're talking about here, something nobody should ever forget. A map that is so common these days that many teams avoid playing it just because it's so common, because you give a chance to inferior teams in a way, a team that perhaps is not as good on others, to actually win it here. And for APEKS, I think it's the exact opposite, unfortunately. Mirage is a map that Mad Lions more than clearly are ready for, and I have no doubt APEKS is ready for it, but seemingly not in this capacity. And this B push.
Cillian, decent spray down, does only grab one. Still though, he does have the support of Innocent here as well. And he's just there to shut things down. Going close range with the M4 is always going to be difficult, and Cillian does get the better of it. As at the end of the day, it's 9-3, and Mad Lions, they're looking to go double digits. And if they do that, then I'm not sure where it's going to be the end of it as APEKS. Well, I don't know where he can still take it right now. Of course, first half still developing here in this second map of the game. It sure is looking like Mad Lions is going to do a quick affair of it. They're going to be moving out of Group A just as quick as everything started here.
Let's see how this setup in pit works. Akor unfortunately misses the first, but he seems to be lining up the shots for the next few, and it's been now impossible to put an end to this. On balcony, there's a player waiting. Sush gonna be caught, and I'm fairly certain they should know about Akor now, although he's still so patient. And Sush, he should have been a bit more careful, but then again, does he need to be? Well, the answer is a resounding no. So far, Roy has everything under control. I say that, Truth comes to spit out a little bit of it. And it's going to be a 2-on-2 with Marcelius able to take out Innocent. Back to a Asilian as goes. A 1-on-2. The clutch now opens up a new venue for APEKS. No scopes. Can't happen. 4th round for APEKS. They at least make it 4. Let's see if they can keep it up, though.
Yeah, good job to finally find a round still, though the CTs do still have a little bit of money left over to actually get into this one as well. They are going to keep up the double op as well, which does make it really, really expensive. I mean, Acor and Asilian both spend about 7.5 grand, which is a huge investment on the side of Mad Lions. Still though, who knows, it might just pay out, and then APEKS are going to be down one further at the end of it. I mean, even a 9-6 would be a decent first half on Mirage, no doubt about it. But even that's a scoreline that they do have to get to first.
They first need to get to that scoreline, exactly. Roy, he's already got Spidey senses tingling for him. Ooh, Innocent. Taking a bit of a dangerous angle. Lucky to be alive. That could have been his undoing. Holding in Forest. A very strong position to be in. Oh, Sush. This is such a... this is one of the worst spots to be in, but likewise one of the best, because chances are nobody's ever going to check it because it's so bad. And Sush gets 2 out of it. You would never think it could work, but it does. And look at Akor in Connector as he finds 2. Now it's down to Marcelius. He's got the bomb, sure, but 42 seconds and counting, or less even. The answer to all life's problems, 42. Unfortunately for Marcelius, it is the end of his life, not just the answer to it. 10-4, my dude. This is a disaster being spilled once more for APEKS.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, 10-4, double digits going on the CT side, not all too bad, but not only that, APEKS also now missing a little bit of that money. It is going to be Dennis just down to a Mach 10. The rest of them should actually have rifles as a Galil comes into it as well. Let's still see how this one will go. As of course, yet again, double op on that CT side suit without any utility already. Yet again, he's close range in towards ramp. Has now cleared that being flashed in by his teammate. They can keep on holding this aggressively. And it is really an aggressive hold here on the CT side. Up towards A, and just one wrong move could bring this down to a difficult spot. Still though, those Molotovs are still keeping them back. Double flashbang to come out towards the A bomb site. Suj grabbing 2 already in towards ramp. Good job here as Roy chimes in as well. 1 player already out towards the site. Acor grabs that kill. All could be down to Truth. But this first half now coming to a conclusion here as Mad Lions make it 11-4. 4 players staying alive and over. This was so dominant here as well from the Mad Lions side.
So much more than Vertigo even. It felt like this was... Yes, it's the same result as Vertigo, but it felt like it was so much more dominant than Vertigo. It's not even comparable between the two. And the reason why is because we got so many rounds in succession for Mad Lions. And that's it. It's like we got so many in a row that by the time APEKS got the 4th, it was already, oh boys, and we're seeing the same outcome yet again. And in this case, it was nigh inevitable. Even then, a few rounds in between was more Mad Lions making a few wonky decisions to be caught rather than played perhaps a bit more to the book. And Lootbet, of course, preferencing Mad Lions as one would expect. Truth, though, gonna spill some more on the board. Marcelia's great start. This mid control not really paying out for the Danes in this case.
Yeah, enemy right now still pistol not working out too bad here. As Roy grabs that kill over towards the A bomb site, still Marcelius back into it. Stooge now has gotten the bomb into the site, however. Woo! CT's on the pistols. Just a tad stronger still. 11-5 as the game continues here.
Well, starting off better than Vertigo, that's for certain. APEKS, they have a golden chance here, a golden opportunity to close out with success. The one thing that is going well for APEKS in my mind is the fact that they don't have to deal with the CT side of Mad Lions. It was 11-4 there, and that's it. Now they have a chance of their own CT to shine brighter than the diamond and truly find success and potentially a comeback. And I think they're definitely capable of it on Mirage here.
Yeah, let's see how this one will go. Already here. Of course, that next rifle round is going to be the deciding factor. 11-6 the scoreline for the moment. Can APEKS now mount an incredible comeback to not only get back into this game, but then also turn things around? Or is just gonna be Mad Lions winning their first rifle round on T side and then running away with the game from there on out? Smokes out in towards mid. I'd love to see Truth already going aggressive though, but it seems like they have that on their radar.
Look at this. Look at Mad Lions and look at how calm they are in their approach. Oh, they don't check the corner, dude. No, they don't. They don't check the corner. Now they'll be paying the price for that for the next few days. APEKS finds one. And a second player comes into play. Groos, quick reactions, loving it. Innocent last man standing, finds two. Tries to switch out for the nade, gonna be caught by Marcelius. Holy schmoly, that was close. APEKS, they didn't know how close they were actually to losing, because if they lose the player in balcony, I can guarantee you this swings out of favor for them and goes the way for Mad Lions almost instantaneously.
Yeah,
Luckily,
not only that,
that's not the case.
also the player that's still in towards Pantless, if he doesn't switch back to a grenade but actually keeps to his rifle, he grabs that kill into Groos immediately. And at the same time, if Innocent just keeps to his rifle and tries to find that damage instead of in the middle of a gunfight, tries to switch out for a nade and tries to get back into it that way, just shouldn't be happening. At the end of it, it's Mad Lions back down to a couple of pistols and an easy A approach play, it seems like. Because right now, all the smokes, Molotovs are going to be raining in, counter nades to also stack against this. Maybe even just a bomb plant would be decent enough here.
I mean,
finds a kill. So does Dennis, but the bomb has been planted.
Exactly. The bomb's down, as you said. Just the bomb plant itself is enough. Anything more on top of that is a basically cherry on top. It's a perfect ending, the icing on the cake and such. And honestly, APEKS, they are at least making it happen. 4 rounds now in a row gathered, and they've got quite a few more to go before they can call it a tie, but they are making it happen. They are starting to bring it back home. Mad Lions, a gun around here for them, with Akor not going to be on the AWP. He missed $50 on that op. That is going to be a shame, as he bought utility before he went for the op. That's definitely a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I do just like to see that all of them are on a couple of rifles. Much rather just stay on the rifles. On that T side, be mobile, be all up in their face, and Suj finds that first one onto Marcelius. Bruce still able to answer with the AK of himself as well. Innocent drops, their Akis falls. As right now, everything just falls apart. Bruce still in towards CT spawn. His position long given away already. Of course, a kill to be found first, as the nade still finds Roy. Just trying to make it more expensive.
He can't lose this. It's as simple as that. He needs to win if they want to have a chance of pulling it over and getting themselves back on the saddle. This would be a perfect way to really switch or change out the momentum in their favor. And as we can see here, a 1-on-2, it's doable, but time is running out. Finds the second. That's perfect. Now he can stick to it, and he will stick to it. 100% he will. And the op and the knife. Oh,
what?
He can't. Oh, Akor! Oh no!
And
Mad
the defuse
Lions.
comes through. Akor thought that he was just gonna dive in for a quick knife and jump straight back out, but the defuse comes through. And how does that even happen?
Well, overconfidence. That's how it happens.
Welcome
Feeling
to
too
Malta
strong.
Vibes. We're getting into week 9.
Welcome back.
And I
Indeed.
mean, Mad Lions now in a difficult situation. Marcelius onto the auto sniper. I'm not sure that that's actually the right move to go for. I'm not a fan of it anyways. Still, Akor doesn't hit his shots. And is this going to be one of those pivotal points where after that one round, everything falls apart?
I guarantee you. Like I said, that one round was vital. It's a 1-on-3 that Gruss wins. And not just that, it's the momentum shift. It's the mental game, mental aspect that they win. And APEKS now, the only thing they have to make sure is that they get up to that tie. Once the tie is there, the game is as good as theirs. Mad Lions, they have very little room to work with from this point forward. And look at Truth. He is literally spewing it out as we go about. Although, quick reactions do give it back to Mad Lions, a 3-on-3 with the bomb lost in middle. This is not yet done though. I'm not sure why they're leaving Akor alone, but he gets away safely. APEKS, it was vital. And they get it at least.
Now re-smoking, Molotov flashbang out, and it seems like they do want to go over towards the B-bomb site. Innocent already over there. The rotation's already happening here as well. APEKS there alongside Marsilius, and even Groose now making an effort to get back over towards this B-bomb site here. Not that much longer left in the game, as 17 seconds. The time is of the essence and it's ticking out. Panic now going to ensue as at least Innocent finds that kill immediately. APEKS though lines up two, and in the end now, 6 seconds. Bomb starts to be planted, not just about. It is going to come through. Now in the one-on-one, Groose up against Roy, and surely not here as Roy is already down to 56. As a
If he
decent
gets
idea
into
what Groose is going to be coming for though.
This is a good angle for Roy, man.
He's in the perfect position, finds a headshot as well, and there you go, Roy. That's how you do it. After I thought everything's going to be out the window, as APEKS finds both kills in towards window. We now see the timeout come through for Mad Lions. Interesting one here.
I think it comes at the right time for Mad Lions. They know what they got here was more of a God-given gift than anything else. And of course, Roy gift, but thing is, they have to be careful with their approaches. Mad Lions, they're not out of the deep end yet. We can see how quickly APEKS closed the gap. 11-4, all of a sudden 12-9. You're 3 rounds behind, or in front, if we can say so. This is no easy pickings. And Mad Lions, I think they underestimated the quality of APEKS a little bit, that they thought it's going to be easier than it actually is. I'm happy that they're taking a time out for this, and that they're realizing, yo, boys, let's not waste it away. Let's do our best. Let's make sure we play to the best of the best instead of, just running around the map being crazy like that. And I know it's in the name, mad, but they're not as mad as one might seem. And it's going to be pistols and Kevlar for APEKS. Unfortunately, they'll have to take that L. The economy was not well established enough to afford a rebuy after a loss, which is just indicative of how effective Mad Lions were in general within even the rounds they lost.
And Accor nicely done. They do just take their time going over towards that B-bomb site. Now, nothing should really come into their way. It is going to be Truth pushing through. Roy actually drops an AK. And if they find another, like, 1 or 2 kills on that CT side, it could still be possible, as Mad Lions are taking so much of their time. Just making an approach play. Weren't sure about the B-bomb site. Now back over towards A. APEKS still kind of splits between both here. Does Marsilius find the kill here? Yes, he does. Acor drops, and all of a sudden, this round's still possible. And if they would bring it back to a 12-10, then, well, Mad Lions would be out of money as well. Innocent, very important to find that kill, but Truth still in with the rifle. Does drop, though, as well. Beautiful headshot, and so important there as well. Bruce now alongside Dennis.
Oh, boy.
To drop, and Billy made it very, very expensive already here for Mad Lions. A Cillian drop still at the end of that round, and 3 kills found from APEKS. Does mean that Mad Lions not able to run away with the economy yet on the T side, and do have to reinvest just a little bit more than they probably expected in a round like this. Does at least keep them honest, and if APEKS wins around here, then that could still bring Mad Lions into a turmoil. And once APEKS has double digits, they're not too far off actually bringing it back into the game. Love that Dennis is trying to go aggressive here, but it seems like they're ready for it.
Well, Dennis is going to find himself the first. Oh boy. APEKS not starting off too well in towards pillar. There's the one APEKS. Unfortunately, he is the only the one, and he's not the one. Marsilius will find himself a piece of the pie. A Cillian, though, and Accor both delivering an Accor, reading the boost on short or otherwise seeing it. Marsilius getting shut out. All of a sudden, Dennis, a 1-on-2, and they know there had to be a boost on short. They know that the player has to be somewhere around short, maybe coming in through kitchen at the worst pace. But it is going to be a 1-on-2, and Dennis, he needs to play the game of his life here. He needs the round of his life to save the day. Finds the first, no, in Forest where Cillian is. The headshot is there, and a 1-on-1. Cillian What does he do? Swing wide? Yes, he does, and Dennis saves the day. Again, APEKS saved by the bell, saved by a single player.
Yeah, it's actually one thing that I also mentioned at the start of this whole series. Dennis, not usually the player that you pretty much see come out on top in all of those situations, but now he's clutched things back here. He's also done similar things on Vertigo twice, I believe, even in the rounds there, and Mad Lions go immediately into a tactical timeout here. Well, I tip my hat to Dennis, as he's usually the ones with the cap on, and he surely keeps control on his own side. Well, Mad Lions kind of fell apart from that point. Didn't really like the swings that wide. Nobody had him on their radar over towards short. But at the end of it, I mean, it's 13-10 now. And it comes down to which one of these two teams wins Group A. Well, first of all, they have to win this map. So if Mad Lions win, then they win Group A in a great fashion there as well. But if APEKS bring it back, then we do have a third map still on our hands. Otherwise, I mean, if you drop here, then you go down into the decided match, which I think is going to be the last match of the day today even. And, well, for the other teams, that means still a long day for whoever one loses here, because then you have a long break just to then come back for the late game after dinner. Innocent already dropped Suge down to 32. And right now, APEKS here, everybody's still in 100 HP. And this one far from over. And far from clear which way it's going to go.
Let's see if APEKS can hold the line. Roy finds one. The angle here. AKES, though, nobody checks the basics and nobody gets the basics. Shush and Akor. Last two standing. Looks like the 11th is around the corner for APEKS. Although Akor might have something to say about that. 47 seconds. Time is everything. Sush spots one. He knows there's a player somewhere towards balcony. Maybe Apps. Does he check car? No, he does not. He's not ready for it. AKES. The surprise party keeps on giving, keeps on coming on. And Dennis already in towards Forest, towards that count spot. And there you have it. 13-11. Pistols and Kevlar is all that ML can go for. And they are starting to falter. And again, I think it comes down to that one round, the 1-on-3 by Grus, that Akor could not salvage. Truly.
Yeah, and at the same time, I think at the same time it also comes down to, well, Dennis showing up, a couple of the other APEKS guys showing up, and then as well, Mad Lions not really checking for one essential spots like the corner there in towards the apartments, but then also when it came down to them actually making the approach play towards the site, I mean, surely if you've had a good eye on towards balcony, then surely he's going to be in towards Van. However, Innocent all of a sudden finds one. Roy also finds a second here in the round. Akor is still on the way, and the bomb is going to be planted over towards the B-bomb site. Marcelius to find a Cillian, but at the same time, Akor finds the kill with the Glock on towards Truth. Bruce is finally going to shut that down. As now both players coming in from market. Bomb's still ticking away as they do have a defuse kit to work with. MP9 against the AKs here. Bruce though now up against the Tech 9. Quick pace, Roy finds a headshot. Collects the op as well. 14-11. A game that looked like it was going to be out of reach for Mad Lions. Now APEKS turned back on their heads and they don't have any money left over here.
Go mad or go home. That's what the Lions are spewing out right now, and they're going surly mad with success. It's going to be Mad Lions 14 on a pistol round. On a round they were effectively looking to be more than anything just a bit of a nuisance, just a bit of a cold card. And well, right now, APEKS, they're in dire trouble. How the hell do you mitigate this? Good start. Akor down to 23, but holy hell. What in the world had we just seen transpire as the Lions are finding the fruitful fields? The hunting grounds are bountiful. And this is truly a bit of a concerning factor. APEKS, I'm not sure how Mercelius gets caught with the op towards Scar. Like, he goes for the most basic of positions, and he knows the risk of being there, yet he still goes for it. That's what really kind of troubles my mind a little bit. He was alone on towards B. A player was there on short with him, but he was too far away to react instantaneously. And Mercelius, as soon as he dies, as the op gets lost, Mad Lions just keep on going, and clearly no signs of stopping.
This one here, Nade gonna come into it as well. Not gonna hit too much damage though, as right now APEKS does find that first one, connects the second one as well. The Deagle so strong off of him, but still Royan isn't not quite done with it just yet. Molotov still doing damage, and it's all gonna be down to Groose.
God.
And a round that surely looked possible. Now one player disconnected there on the CT side. Need to get him back on the server. Surely gonna see a pause here. Oh, well. And I'm not sure about this one. I mean, the Deagles were strong, but I mean, the game's surely over, as APEKS, they don't have any money left over.
No, they don't. And a player seemingly disconnecting as well, or did I see wrong? Nope. Yeah, it's just a quick
Truth
reconnect.
is back, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to really pinpoint what can they really do, besides maybe do something crazy. In my mind, what really, I think could work is put 3 players on A, 2 push pit, 1 pushes Palace, put 2 players on B, and then just pray to God that you catch somebody in Palace or pit, you get some weapons to work with, and then you have maybe an advantage you can kind of line up on. But beyond that, you can't play standard. You can't play mid control. This is a death sentence. Mid control is definitely not the way to
nades.
go. The nades, exactly. And APEKS, they better be ready for what comes next here.
Mercelius already down to 24. He's not going to be ready for anything here, it seems like. Still, though, the Deagles have been strong in the previous. Acor grabs that first one here already. 5v4. Dennis still alive along 3 Norwegians. And it seems like they are running scared for the moment. MP9 over towards the B bomb site. Mad Lions surely taking this under consideration here as well. As they are clearing it out bit by bit with the Molotovs. Are they going to be ready for this? APEKS has played this time and time again on the MP9 and has been successful so many times, but they are going to fall back from it. Not before grabbing a nade and chucking that at him as well. Right now, 2 players over towards B, 2 in mid, and still Roy keeping an eye on that A push. They're sure that that nade did enough damage to actually flush AKs out. Still, he's going to grab one on the MP9. Not going to come out swinging just yet. Might, should have. It's all going to be down to Truth. 16 A's here on map number 1. On a very convincing vertigo from Mad Lions. All going to come down to Truth here on Mirage. As on their own map pick, Mad Lions really came through on their T side here. Very convincing start on their CT side as well. Truth is able to hold on for 1 round longer maybe, as he does have an AK now. Bomb's gonna go down on the B site though. In a 1v3, surely you don't bring this back.
Well, let's see if the truth can be spilled or not. We're about to find out. He's got an AK, no kit, a Molotov, and about a good 20 seconds left. Well, that 20 seconds won't matter. Akor closes it out. 16-11, final score. Ladies and gentlemen, as you said, Tyler, as Feeling has already pointed